Hello, hello. We are here and we are out thrifting again. Hello, my name is Celia. Welcome back. So, I've been watching a ton of Laura Caldwell videos. I'm pretty sure that's her name. If you watch her videos too, then you already know that she is a joy and a treasure to watch go thrifting. And in the spirit of her videos, I wanted to get out and do a bit more thrifting. So right now I am at a Habitat for Humanity restore that I've never been to. I'm really excited, and I'm gonna try to get to at least 2 other stores today, so let's see what we can find.
You're doing the thing where you add in more details that don't need to be added, okay? So let's just go in the store, get the sign, and not buy nothing.
This is why I tried to leave Sean at home, but he forced himself on me.
There's a Culver's over here.
That's what Laura be saying. So the first thing I saw was this China pattern, which was giving very 70s vibes, and I like the simplicity and the gold around the edges. I definitely don't need a set of China, but they had several that were priced really well. So this one is super similar, obviously, but this one is giving more 80s vibes with the silver, which I kind of like. I don't yet know enough to say whether this is a good price for this set. I know that I just don't need it, but I thought it was really cute. A third set of China this actually might have been my favorite, and I think they would all look so beautiful set out for, entertaining for holidays or a gathering of friends, and they were all around $40 to $50, so really a great price if you're looking for China. I picked up these bowls because, of course, I was attracted to the color. I think that colored Pyrex is probably super popular because it looks so good on an open shelving, which is really popular right now in kitchens. The bowls with the patterns on them were especially nice. But girl, can you see these prices? Those 2 red bowls in the back are $40 each, and this stack of yellow are $80. Now, I know that Pyrex can be collectible, but is it this collectible? Am I missing something? You guys let me know down in the comments. Now, I thought these were glass. I keep saying I'm looking for colored glass, but these were actually plastic. Fooled me. On a video, someone recently asked me if they had missed an engagement, and I was like, well, yeah, except that it was in 2020. But I saw these, wedding coupes and was trying to make a joke with Sean, and he was definitely not paying attention and completely uninterested. Now, what I have learned from watching Laura is that you should pay attention to the wooden pieces because they might be cool. And I thought that this one actually was kind of cool and would look lovely in a gallery wall. But not lovely enough to actually purchase it. These were so light, you could tell that the quality was really pretty low and that they were probably a new reproduction. So another thing I'm learning from Laura is pay attention to hand-painted pottery. This looks like an old made in China stamp, but I don't know, so I didn't grab it. And now this next piece is clearly hand-painted. It's marked from 1982, and I should have grabbed it. It would be great to catch rings by the faucet in the kitchen, just a little dish for trinkets, and for $1 it was a good deal. I should have grabbed it. Not picking up this 4 set of silver cups is probably my biggest regret of this video. I'm still a novice and figuring out, this whole vintage thing, but the research and then what I've learned since leaving is that this is clearly an old set of goblets. I was heavily debating it at $2.50 per cup. I definitely should have gotten these, shined them up, and they would be so cute. In the bar cabinet, they would be lovely. Set out on a credenza for a party, they would be lovely. If you see old silver, just pick it up. From me to you. Now, I'm not really a traditional girl, but I do like to add in just a little hint of something interesting, and I thought that this candle lamp was just that. It's not wired, it's for a candle that's already in there. I thought it was kind of cool. It was heavy, lovely, great condition. I didn't grab it though, but it was a good deal for $5. Now, when I saw this, I said, yes, this is for me. It is colorful and bright and fun. It looks like it's supposed to be a cake plate made in Mexico, but there was unfortunately no plate to go with it, just the dome, so I didn't grab it. I am constantly on the hunt for lamps. I'm actually looking for one really cool one to go on the credenza. I also have a green and gold lampshade that I would really love to attach to a lamp. That lamp on the far left was actually a really good option that I totally missed. This blue one, I thought, oh my goodness, this is such a cool lamp, very 80s, but it was not made of ceramic. It was made of like fiberglass or something. But I'm just constantly looking for lamps. They're like the easiest thing to find and make a bold impact in your space. So there was nothing really in there that like had to come home with me. The Mexican piece was really cool, but I felt like it should have a plate underneath it. So we're on to a Goodwill next. Maybe this is tied for biggest regret of not picking up, but I just did a tree with red ornaments, and when that tree was up, I said, I need more ornaments, and here are red ornaments and gold ornaments, but I didn't get them. I figured I'll wait until we're closer to Christmas and I'll try and find something perhaps more interesting, but off season is a great time to find Christmas decor. More colored Pyrex. I actually really love this color. From my understanding, this is much newer than the stuff that was at the Restore, but also priced so much more nicely. But I don't have open shelves, so I don't have a real need for these, and I think they're pretty new. So they got to stay at the Goodwill for someone else to find. Watching this back, I'm seeing lots of things that I wished I had touched that I didn't, to check the quality, to see how it felt. Did it feel heavy? Was it light? What type of quality did I think it had? Was there a stamp or something on the bottom? And I just didn't do that. So it's still early days for me. I'm still learning. So I will get better as things go along. But yeah, there's a lot of me watching this being mad at myself. I have watched a lot of other YouTubers find such cute wooden pieces. I used to ignore this section so much in the Goodwill, and now I'm trying to pay a bit more attention to it. It was a bust today. However, I have high hopes that the wood section will deliver for me in the future. Hand-painted pottery. But my goodness, this is kind of scary. It was definitely like someone's like a high school project or something. And so I totally get why it got donated. And someone might find it beautiful. It just wasn't for me. It was pretty rough. Do you guys see this corn dish? Do you think it came home with me? Oh my goodness. I can't wait to pull this out for a holiday or hosting a people over for some reason. Made in the 80s, so kitschy, just the like most ridiculous thing you've ever seen. So I keep looking at these corn plates. I don't need them. Corn can go on your plate, but this serving dish is amazing. Let's pause for Sean and his cowboy hat. Howdy, sir. And then, yes, immediately back to my corn dish because I look at the little corn like handle on the top. This is perfection. I love this so much. I can't wait to pull this out. So this set of baskets had a really interesting weave on them. They had a sticker that said made in the Republic of, but the rest of it was ripped off. So we were trying to guess which Republic of we thought they were made in. There was a little bit of damage, but on top of my bar cabinet, on a bookshelf, in a bathroom, holding towels or something for guests. Like these were just really cute. For storage with the kids' room, just like super cute baskets, but didn't get them. And now on this piece, I can't decide whether I'm upset that I didn't get it or not. It's Cracker Barrel branded, which kind of made me like, don't really need it. But when I look at it without looking at the branding, I'm like, oh, but it's kind of cool. Sean had pointed it out, but it does mean that it was a newer piece, just kind of made to look old, which is why I wasn't really that interested. Always open the boxes. I'm always going to open the boxes. Never know what's inside of a box at the thrift store. This was obviously a handmade plate, and the person marked their name nice and big on the back. Just wasn't my style, but very cool, and love that I'm doing a better job of spotting that handmade pottery. Clearly this wheat themed china is pretty popular in the neighborhood where I live. Maybe I need to get on board. I couldn't tell if this salt and pepper shaker was new or not. So yeah, Target's always gonna fool us. So after I saw the corn dish, when I saw this watermelon dish, I said, oh, this had to be made by the same people, because the person who made a corn dish definitely made a watermelon dish. This one I didn't bring home, but I just thought it was so kooky. Definitely always on the lookout for original art, but this one just wasn't exactly the style I was looking for. So now we're actually in a different like mom and pop thrift store. These bowls had a really weird texture on them, but here I am again believing in the wood. You know what I mean? I thought this little picnic basket was super cute. Everything in the store was buy one, get one half off. And as I picked it up, I thought about my actual life and was like, girl, you can't put nothing in this little picnic basket. Put it down. So I did. I knocked over the bike. Oops. Trying to look at this green jug that ended up being a little underwhelming, but also handmade, signed by the artist, but just like, you know, I mean, it's fine. I actually thought this might be really lovely on top of the credenza. I just have a thing against butterflies on decor. I don't like it. So I didn't get that. Love this giant carnival glass bowl and these smaller pieces that look like candle holders, but the big one was really cute. More vintage Pyrex, and actually this one I was very into. Again, I don't have open shelves, so I don't really need it, but for $24, I feel like this would probably be a very good deal because it had the lid and it was in really good condition. And there's another piece of that more modern purple Pyrex whose color I just really love. But she had a really good little Pyrex situation going on, and they were all in really good shape. Now look at this cute serving tray. It looks like it has a chip, but it's actually smooth, like the glaze covers the whole thing. And it's signed on the back by the artist. How cute would this be for having friends over, or even just, you know, a little evening at home with bae? You know, a little snack tray with the built-in bowl for a dip. I just thought it was so cute, clearly vintage. Got it. I came back to the front and looked at these again because I feel like I heard Laura talk about these in a video. I don't remember what she said, like what the style of them were or who the artist could possibly be, but they were kind of interesting looking. I didn't end up grabbing them because I'm too much of a novice. I'm sure I'll come across them again because I actually did come across another one later, but something to note for my own education later. So then I spotted these two pieces, and they were clearly handmade to my amateur eye. I thought that this little speckle vase was lovely. I liked the hand printed leaves. It had a very simple quality, but it also had a big chip in it, so I didn't get that one. And then the serving dish that's right there next to it, I love the color, love the shape, the size, the flowers, the vibrancy, beautiful. Actually, we might need to add this one to the list of regrets of things I didn't get as well. I couldn't tell if this was a crack or if something was spilled on it. I really think it was something spilled on it. Also signed from Italy, beautiful. Yeah, Celia regrets not getting this one. This video is really full of regrets.
Savers.
This is my second time in a Cleveland Savers, and Savers might be where it's at. This was I think it was Japanese piece, which was really cute. I just didn't love the orange color, so I didn't pick it up. But it kind of had this irregular kind of handmade quality about it that I thought was really cool. I also was really bummed that this little dish had the like someone tried to scratch the eye out on the bird on the front. It was otherwise in such great condition and so cute. Again, great trinket catcher or holding cotton balls in the bathroom to add a little interest. But yeah, someone had tried to blind the bird. I clearly have a thing for plates. That's what I'm learning about myself. I want to look at all of the stacked up plates. This was aluminum and really, really light and cheap feeling. So otherwise it would have been a great addition to some servingware. Layered candlesticks is a great little styling moment for a bookshelf or a credenza. So I was going to check these out and see if there was anything interesting. Now what's that pottery piece right there, Celia, that you didn't touch? Regrets. Regrets. I also clearly should have picked up the brass, but I think I have a set that's very similar to these. These also were a little light, which just lets me know that they're a newer production. Also, you can always find brass candlesticks at the thrift store, so I didn't feel the need to get these. Now, I did put this marble goblet in my cart, and it would be included in a haul, but at the checkout, Sean dropped it, and it broke. The answer will always be yes to generally anything made from brass. And this little etched vase is super cute and will look lovely grouped together with some other shapes and sizes of vases. This little piece of pottery might be my favorite thing that I found this day. I was initially like, oh my God, this is so cute. Yeah, I love it. It doesn't have any scratches or nicks or dents or anything. And I thought it was cute, of course. Brought it home, put it on my credenza, and like that blue on the wood, again with the pink walls, is just like singing. I love it so much. This little vase said it was handmade in Portugal, and I thought that was really cool. However, I just wasn't completely in love with the pattern. I wanted it to be all dots. Something about the flowers just didn't, I put it in my cart, but I later took it out. This is when being short is a struggle, because I'm trying to show y'all, but I'm also trying to reach up high over my head. It's hard. Here I am again, believing in the power of the wood. Didn't find anything. But I'm still believing in the power. I did think these little wood bows were kind of cool. Maybe kinda in the right setting. That setting isn't my house, but in the right setting, I thought these could be cool. I watched a lady on YouTube once called this type of thing a butter dish, but Harry told me it's a silent butler, so now you guys know. When you see that little clamshell thing, it's called a silent butler. I don't know what this was, but I'm just, wood. I'm trying to believe in the power of wood. Another butterfly situation, so put it back down. Thinking I should have gotten these. Imagine how pretty they would be once that silver was all shined up. It's hard for me to tell if these were new or something more old, and I'm not exactly sure how I would use them in my house. I mean, they're obviously serving dishes, but I didn't get them. I thought these were fun, but one was missing. I'm gonna assume the glass broke, and it's supposed to be a set of 4, for maybe dipping sauces or little accoutrement to whatever it is you're serving. But those were cool, but missing one. Now, she was cute. Love the floral, love the color, love everything about it except whatever this brown ring is around the edges. So that made it a no. But it was obviously hand painted and very beautiful. Add this bowl to the list of possible regrets. I'm not sure on this one. I'm still undecided. I really like the color and I like the vibrancy of the fruits. Sean said that it really wouldn't make sense to put anything else in it other than fruit, and we already have a fruit bowl, so that's mainly why I didn't get it. It had a matching platter, and it looks like maybe they were trying to paint this with a marker, and like the marker was running out of blue because the blue on this platter isn't as blue as the blue on the bowl. But I really loved that bowl. I had it in my cart for a good while, but right before we got to the checkout, I took it out. So is it a regret? You guys let me know. Would you have gotten that blue bowl with the fruit on it? I love these. I'm gonna have to, learn what this is, what they are. Are they old? Are they new? But I've seen these before and I just love them. Have no use for them, but I just think they're so cute. Same with this green. It's like supposed to be some grapes. Does have a like 70s vibe. Have I seen it before? Because my mom used to have some. I've got lots of educating on myself to do, but I thought this was really fun. Couldn't find anything on the bottom. Not sure what I'm going to use them for, so they stayed at the Goodwill. Oh, we're in Savers. They stayed at Savers. Love these, of course, the very mid-century styling, but the gold was pretty worn off on most of the cups, so I left them. Same with these tall, like kind of tropical vibes. The painting was pretty much worn off on most of the cups, so I left them all behind. But I love that set with the gold on it. So cute. I did touch those bowls. They felt weird. My hunt for colored glassware continues. I really like this kind of green smoky vibe that was happening on these. But I didn't get them, and I'm not sure why. And this little one, oh, I really wish there had been a set of this little guy. How fun is that? I know it's not practical, but it certainly is fun. My obsession for finding things, the hunt of it all, has turned into I need to sell these to other people because I can't keep them all myself. So most of what you see in this haul will actually be available for sale on my website, Sticky Icky. I already have a very curated selection of new home decor on the site. So I'm just gonna create one page and add all of my vintage finds. So if you're interested in purchasing any of the things you see, be sure to check it out. There'll be a link down in the description. All right, let's get to the haul because that's really the best part. I cannot say enough good things about this corn dish. It's obviously handmade. It does have a few imperfections, but that's okay. I'm happy with it. I can't wait to use it as a serving dish. At the second little thrift store we visited, I found this obviously handmade tray for chips and dip, and I just thought it was super cute. It does look like it has a little imperfection, but it's totally smooth, like it's there from when it was made. And obviously the mid-century has an affinity for these cattails and wheat motifs, but I just love the color on this. It feels beautiful with the two-tone with the matte and the glossy glaze, so I just had to get that one. In that little thrift store, it was buy one thing, get one thing 50% off, so I couldn't only get that tray. So I picked up this little watercolor. I actually really like the colors of the picture itself and the matte. I'm just not in love with the frame, but that's a simple, easy fix. And I've got a cute little piece of original artwork. As I said earlier in the video, I've been watching a lot of Laura Caldwell, and one thing she always picks up that I guess I had never really paid attention to before are these little etched brass vases. I totally see the appeal now. I think they're super cute, and this one was only $5.49 at Savers, which Savers was the sleeper winner in this. So I picked up this little vase. Also found this studio pottery bowl in Savers, and it was an immediate yes. The colors work perfectly in my dining room. It's so bright and so vibrant. It is in perfect condition, very few chips, and I just love the effect of the glaze on there with the different tones of blue. So that was an immediate yes. Sean even got in the spirit of finding things at Savers, and he found this ice bucket. Now the bucket itself is made out of plastic, and unfortunately, the lid has split. But all of the pieces are there, including the little marble topper for the lid. But what's inside and still in perfect condition is a set of beautiful green marble coasters. These are heavy. So these are in excellent condition. And there's also a coaster for your wine bottle. So these are great. And I'm happy that he found this whole set together. So that was everything that we picked up during the course of the video where you guys watched us go out. But since then, I of course have run to the Goodwill a couple more times because honestly, I can't stay away. So let me share what I found at the Goodwill recently. In the video, I kept mentioning the power of wood, and I found this little wood hanging that has a carved rose and a kind of another flower bud on it at the Goodwill recently. Has a little picture hanging moment on the back. This is obviously a very mid-century piece, and I thought it would be a great addition to my gallery wall. If you watched our New Year's Eve party, you saw that I made a charcuterie board that was quite the hit. I saw these little trays, or these little kind of shallow-ish bowls at the Goodwill for $1.33 each. And the gold rimming on them was actually in pretty good condition. And I thought these would make a lovely addition to my next charcuterie board. And for $1.33, I figured the investment isn't that big. Why not just pick these up? And then I'll be able to add a little bit of sparkle to my next little hosting moment. Next up, I found this kind of oversized mug. Again, very mid-century vibes on this piece, and I love it. It's got a stamp on the bottom that says it was made in Milan. Obviously hand-painted, a great oversized mug, and I just thought it was super cute. Sean has a real thing for mugs, so I had him in mind when I picked this one up. Next up are these two little handmade vase pieces. I just think that the colors go together so well and they would look so cute on a little shelf. This little turquoise one is unmarked, but just simple and cute and would be lovely with a little stem or a little piece of eucalyptus in it. And same with this one. It does have an artist signature on the bottom, but again, just like the color, and I like the ribbing, the texture that they included in the body of this one, and I just thought they would look cute together. Now, this silver tray is going to look unappealing to you right now, but once I get this all shined up, it is going to be beautiful. This is a Reed Barton silver tray. I looked it up, and some Reed Barton silverware, like flatware, can be really expensive. This tray is kind of a mid-range price, but I think that it has a lovely statement and shape to it, and once it's all shined up, it's going to be beautiful. Perfect on top of a credenza, coffee table to hold your remote controls, entryway for keys and mail, just a lovely tray. This handmade pottery piece I actually picked up at a church flea market that I attended, and I just liked how it was only half dipped with the glaze, and so the bottom kind of had a more rustic feel. Again, not artist signed, but just a fun piece that would look cute with like a moss ball sitting in it as a part of a bookshelf setup or on a credenza, just a open kitchen shelf. This is just a great little vessel. You could also use it as a cash po for a small plant in your kitchen. It's just, you know, a little bit interesting, and I just love the double texture. Next up, I found this little teak bowl. It is just begging to catch your keys in the entryway. I really loved the like kind of sleek modern design. I thought it would also be really great as like a man's trinket dish because it has a kind of masculine energy. Drop your watch, drop, you know, beaded bracelets you're wearing, any rings that you wear. It's a trinket dish, but masculine vibes. It does need to be rubbed up a little bit because it is from the Goodwill, but I just really loved the very modern, sleek shape of it, so I had to grab it. Next, I found this little mug, and clearly there is a theme going on with me today and these kind of half glazed moments. So this again has that really shiny, glossy glaze up top and then a much more matte finish with the speckled pottery on the bottom, and I just thought that that was so lovely because they also included the handle. Just a cute little mug, a great way to drink your morning coffee, your morning tea, or make a guest feel extra special when they come by for a little coffee or tea, and just really cute. It is handmade and signed by the artist on the bottom. Cute little mug. All right, so that's my haul for today. Thank you guys so much for watching as always. Be sure to hit that subscribe button because part 2 of our dining room makeover is coming up super soon and you won't want to miss it. If you missed the first one, I'll link it up here in the cards and down in the description, and we'll see you in the next one. Bye.